Hello everyone, welcome to Devezi. In this video we will be learning about JavaScript. So what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a dynamic computer programming language. It is a lightweight programming language and most commonly used as a part of web pages whose implementation allow client-side script to interact with the user and make dynamic pages. Usually those validation and the animation you see in the websites are done using JavaScript. So let's not get deeper into it, all those histories and all those. You will just create a folder and open it with VS Code, and then we will start coding and learning the basic things of JavaScript. Okay, this is my folder JavaScript, and inside this I'm creating a file and I'll just name it index.js. .js is the extension for JavaScript files. Okay, let's see how to create a simple hello world program using JavaScript. So for that I will just create console.log. Inside a single double quotation I'll just type hello world and then a semicolon, and I'll just run the code. I got an output hello world. So this is how basically you print something into a console or an output screen. Hello world I have printed here. In the upcoming videos we will see how we can run all those in our web pages, and how we can script our web pages, and how we can add our JS file into the HTML files and all those. For now we will see all the basics, syntax and all those of JavaScript. And yeah, okay, now let's see about a variable, declaring a variable. So in other languages we usually declare it using data type, variable name and a data. So here there are three types of variable declaration. One is const, another is let, and another is var. Let and var, I will come back to it. Let's first understand const. Const is something like its name, it's constant. You can create a variable which is constant, whose value or data value cannot be edited throughout our program. So that is why we give a const here, and then we will give a variable name which is pi, and I'll give the value of it 3.14. Okay, this is my pi variable who is constant and its value is 3.14. Now throughout the program I cannot change the value of pi. If I try to change, I'll get an error. So let's just check it. I'll console log it. I'll console log pi. Okay, I'll just run it. Okay, we got the answer pi. Now let me just try to edit the value. So I'll just tell I am assigning it again pi equal to 3.33, and then let me console log it. Okay, now I have edited this value to 3.33. Now let's see what we are getting. Okay, we got an error. First we got 3.14 the output, and then here while assigning we got an error here, assignment to constant variable. Okay, that is an error. So that is why we are using constant as a variable in JavaScript, so that you can't edit the value with some. While writing a program there will be some situation where you need some values to be constant which should not be edited, so we will be using that. And now let's talk about let and var. Okay, so let and var both are variable declaration in JavaScript. Obviously the difference between them is that var is function scope and let is a block scope. Okay, now I'll just explain you about that with a simple example program. I will just first declare a variable with var a equal to 10, and then I'll console log it a. Okay, now we know we are getting the value 10. Now with the same with let, even let works same, there will be no change. again we are getting the same value 10. Okay, now the part, if I write this after the console log, wherein I am first console logging a, and then I am telling a is 10. So in this let, the variable is of type let, so we get an error. Here we got an error, cannot access a before initialization. That is why the variable a will work only after declaration and then till the program or a block. Okay, that is the use of let. And in the same similar space, if I am giving a var, and then I will just clear this, and then if I run the code, I'll get the output telling it is undefined. You create a variable anywhere in the program, it will be available throughout the program. So that is why we are not getting an error here. Instead we are getting undefined. The undefined is because the value 10 is assigned after this console log. So that is why we are getting an undefined here. So that's all about declaration of variable and type. So let's see now about data types in our JavaScript. Basically all those similar same data types are available here. If you are first time to programming, just go and check out the C programming tutorial so that you will understand all the programming concept clearly. So let's try all the variable here. So let me just tell a equal to 10, an integer data type, and I'll just console log it. Okay, now let's just run the code. I am getting the value 10. Okay, here we are not telling the JavaScript that the data which we are entering is of such data types. So the JavaScript recognize the data and it manages it accordingly. So if we are giving a string also, it will manage us accordingly. Let us just try a float value 10.00 and then let's run it. Okay, 10.00 is taking it as a strings. 10.70, let's just run this. There you go, 10.7, we got a float value. So we are not changing anything or anywhere, we are just changing the data. So the JavaScript manages it accordingly. There is no need to tell it beforehand that we are going to enter so and so data type, so and so data. Nothing like that. The data JavaScript automatically takes them. So let's just try with a string value and run this. So we got a string, given a string. Let me try a boolean value. Throw is a boolean value and run it again. Okay, we got the value true here. So that's it. We have all the same similar data types. You can add it to a variable. In this, you can add a string, float, integer, boolean, all those. Now let's see about operators. So there are similarly same operators which is in all the programs. Again, if you are new to this, you can just go and check out the C programming tutorial where I have explained about all the operators. And then in JavaScript you will find a new operator which is triple equal to. I think all the old operators are no need to explain, which is equal to, greater than equal to, addition, subtraction, modulus, all those stuffs. So let's go to the new concept which is triple equal to. I'll make you clear about it. So we will be needing two values. So I'll create a variable a equal to 10 and then variable b equal to, in a string I am giving 10. Okay, so this is the difference. In a, this is integer and this is string. Okay, the value is same but then the data types are different here. Now I will just give an if condition. If a equal to b, we are printing inside if condition. Okay, if a and b is equal, then we will print it is inside if condition. We will run this again. Okay, now this is inside if condition because it is obviously the data type is different but the value is same. Here also it is 10 and here also it is 10. Now if I give a triple equal to, we will not get the output because the if condition will become false. That is because in triple equal to it will check the value, with that it will even check the data type of the variable a and b. Here the data type of a is integer and here b is string. So that is why if we need more accuracy, we will be using triple equal to, which even compares the data type, and if all those are equal, then we will be getting the output. So let me just convert this also as a string and then run it. See, we got an inside if condition. So that is the difference of triple equal to and double equal to. In triple equal to, we will be looking into the data type and the value of the variable, whereas in double equal to, we will be just looking into the value of the variable. Okay, that is all about operators. Now let's see how to declare an array and how to assign values to it. So there are two types of declaration. So here where array equal to new array, where a is capital. Here we are declaring an array, and now to assign the array, I will just write array a equal to inside square bracket, I will give the values. Okay, and the special things about array in JavaScript is you can add any data type values inside an array. Basically, array is said that it will be having similar data type values inside the array, but in JavaScript you can have any data type values inside the array. Again, if you are not clear about all these array concepts, you must go watch the C tutorial so that you will have the understanding of basic programming concepts. So yeah, just check it out. Here it is, we have assigned the value of array. Now just we will console log and we will print the array. So here I will write array. Okay, I will run the code. Here I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the array we got here. Now let me just give you an example. I am giving a string data type value and a boolean value here. Let me run the code. I got all those inside the array, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, division and a true key. All we are getting here. Now there is another way to assign the value. So we will just cancel it from here. And then inside here, inside a curly bracket, we can add the values. So 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now just we will run the code. We got the values. Okay, there are many functions in array. You can just explore it, like pop, push, reverse, sort, to string and all those. So you can just explore it and try smart programs using all these basic concepts. That is all about in this video. We will be continuing in the next video where we will be talking about many other topics like conditions, for loops and all those. Thank you for watching.